Today is September 13, 2018, meaning it has been 11 years since the iPhone has been released for the first time by Steve Jobs. So this year they brought us a wonderful phone called the iPhone XS. Oh goodness, Apple. So not only did they let's just start off with the name here. Like, iPhone XS. iPhone XS sounds a lot better, but it doesn't make any sense because last year they called it the iPhone X, not the iPhone 10. I don't think many people called it the iPhone 10. Most people just said, like, I got the new X or I got the new iPhone X, you know? No one called it the iPhone 10. Well, this year they want you to call it the iPhone XS or iPhone XS. 10S sounds a lot better and sounds like many of the other phones, the 6S, 5S, the SE. Like, they used S in a lot of the things. So it's usually followed by a number, but they give us a Roman numeral and a letter. So X or 10, because the Roman numeral for 10 is X. So it just, the name doesn't make sense. No one really knows what to call it. The XS, 10S, what? It's kind of like the iWatch or the Apple Watch. Like, everything they do is I, and then they decided to release the Apple Watch. Like, seriously, Apple? Like, they gotta keep more consistency in their names, or they just gotta, like, not try to make a series of names and just make everything different, because otherwise it seems like they're trying to stay the same, but they just keep ruining it by naming them, like, weird things. So, let's get into some of the features here. The screen is 5.85 inches, the iPhone XS, and 6.4 inches, the iPhone XS Max. Another thing stupid about their name. Why would they call it the XS Max? Like, what? Like, everything else has been like the iPhone 6 Plus, the iPhone 7 Plus, the iPhone 8 Plus, and then they want to give us Max. I mean, iPhone XS Plus is kind of like a tongue twister, but like, still, it would have been better than just Max. Like, seriously? Like, oh, Apple. So that's just another thing. The sizes are actually pretty good. I mean, 6.4 is a big screen, and since the phone isn't much bigger than that, you can definitely tell that the slim bezel is nice, and I think it's smart that they did that. But I mean, for all the users that were a big fan of the home button or the headphone jack, yeah, say goodbye to those because they're still gone. So don't get attached to any of the other features, because they'll be gone within the next years anyway. But so another thing they said are the iPhone XS Max and XS, I can't even say it, are splash, water, and dust resistant. Well, dust resistant, I thought that was funny. I saw that video about, like, where they're in, like, the sand dunes. Like, I'm like, how often are you gonna see some kid in the sand dunes trying to record a video on their phone? Like, so I thought that was pretty stupid. Water resistant, again, water resistant phones have been around for, I think, 3 years now, if not more. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but pretty sure they've been around for about 3 years now. So water resistant phones, really nothing to brag about, and splash resistant, same thing. And yeah, I mean, like, and then they give, like, a long paragraph about how they're tested in laboratories. And let's go under their other new phone that they decided to add, the iPhone XR. You stupid for buying this phone. Like, I had to make that joke. But, like, I mean, come on. This phone is why I wanted to make this video. Oh, so as you can see, well, you can't see it all, but scrolling down the website now, got lots of great stuff. Ooh, so cool. Random pictures that mean nothing. But let's get into my favorite part. Alright, so we have 12 megapixel rear camera, wide angle lens, portrait mode, in-depth control. Are they seriously bragging about portrait mode? Like, 2 times faster sensor, 4K video up to 60 FPS. Again, my phone that is literally 4 years old can record in 4K. Like, it can't do 4K 60, but it can do 4K 30. So, like, again, you shouldn't be bragging about these things. And 1080p HD video. Ooh, that's another thing. Should really really be bragging about that. Like, we'll go into the display category. Maybe this will have. Okay, here we are. Oh, look at that beautiful number. Let's just read this off. So if you didn't know, you are probably guaranteed to be watching this on something greater than 1080p. Because if you know nothing about resolution, basically, resolution is how many pixels by how many pixels you have, like your length and the width of your pixels on your screen, and then if you multiply the two numbers, that's exactly how many pixels your screen has. So basically, pixel density just makes everything just look better on your phone. So you are guaranteed to be watching this on a greater than 1920 by 1080p phone or computer screen. Like it's like hard to find stuff lower than that. And again, my phone is a 1440p screen, so like that's even greater than that. And again, my phone came out 4 years ago. A 4-year-old phone has like even greater resolution than like a standard today still. So without further ado, let's give off the best resolution in the newest phone from Apple. The iPhone XR has a resolution of 1792 by 828. What? Apple, what are you doing? Again, 1920 by 1080p is like a low standard resolution that most of you are probably watching this video on. Maybe 1440p and maybe 4K. But most people are probably watching this on 1080p. And the fact that they are so much less than that, that's like slightly greater than 720p if you know what that is. So I just like, I want to see how, so let's go calculate right now how much bigger my phone, how many more pixels my phone has. That means my phone has a 1.7 times the resolution. Let me word that better. My phone is 1.7 times the resolution of the newest iPhone. And again, my phone is 4 years old, and that's Apple's newest phone. What? Oh, like seriously? I almost like fell off of the chair I was sitting in when I read that number for the first time. I thought like it was a joke, April Fools. Nope, it's not April Fools. It's not a joke. It is their actual resolution that they are advertising on their website as a pro to their phone. How stunning 828 pixels are. I have 1,440 again on a 4-year-old phone. Let's go look up how much mine is. So the iPhone RX is $750, and the iPhone XS is $1,000. And then if you want like I think the max is 1,100. So let's go look up the Nexus 6. We'll go to first thing I see. The first thing I see is $100. That means my phone is worth about $100 now, and that's brand new. Like used, you could get this phone for like $80 to like $50. Like my phone is literally like this phone right here that has 1.7 times the resolution of Apple's newest $750 phone is $50 to $100. I bet you could find this for $50 if you looked hard enough. Used, whatever, but $100 brand new. So think about that. $650 less. You're getting a phone that legit has 1.7 times the resolution. That doesn't even make sense. And if you wanted to even go like a little bit better, you could go like $100 more and get like the Nexus 6P or something, which is the next year's phone, which has a fingerprint scanner if you really want one, and slight updates, you know, better camera and stuff. So that's the one complaint that I would have about this phone is the camera. And obviously Apple's gonna have a better camera on their phone, but think about like just basic stuff, having 1.7 times the resolution for a fraction of the price. I mean, like, you could buy 7.5 of these phones. You could buy 7 new ones and 1 used one for the price of 1 iPhone XR. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for some of my next videos. I know I haven't been uploading as much, but I've been really busy lately. But make sure to check out some of my other videos and like and subscribe if you want more. Goodbye.